Great patience you have, respected friends, to continuously listen to our glorious Sanatana Dharma Shastras, which are guiding us towards the outer Jivana Vyavahara and Moksha. Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayanam, such an exhaustive, sublime Shastra. We are enjoying it from last almost 575 days. So many of the great topics. Nowadays, Viduratha, Sindhu Raja Yuddha, and the Varnana of that is going on somewhere in some other Bhumandala of some other Brahmanda. Yet, what we have to know is wherever individuals are stronger and selfish, there these wars are inevitable, and so much of destruction happens because of these wars. Our job is ourselves should not become cause of any war. Same time, pray that such things won't happen in the world outside. Let us see. Today we'll conclude the 37th Sarga, 38 also. We chant it. See few shlokas. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्रीराम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ॐ सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगणं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणे नमः वसिष्ठादिऋषिभ्यो नमः श्रीयोगवासिष्ठमहारामायणशास्त्रं तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणं लीलोपाख्याने जनपद जयाजय वर्णनं नाम सप्तत्रिंशः सर्गः श्री वसिष्ठ उवाच. So yesterday we have seen up to the mantra 51. Only few more are there in this sarga. What we are seeing yesterday? Chinnaha pishacha sanyukta bhutapahruta hetayah ka patayitva yayuh karnano dastasharnaha taraka iva. From the Kamaropadesha, the Yodhas came were so terrible like the Pishacha only. Attacked by them, these Dasharana Desha people, leaving or losing all their weaponry, they ran like the deers and the calves. One side that Yuddha happening. Another, Jahurbhagneshwaraha Kantim Tam Jagishavanau Jasa Kasayah Kamalani Va Shushkasrotasvinau. So Kasa Deshastas, beaten by their enemies, lost their Ishwaraha, their leaders Nayakas. When the leaders died, Kantim Jahuhu, they lost all the Kanti. You know, when the leader dies, the whole followers, the group, will lose all the Kanti lustre or what you call as that brightness. So that way they were in that dukkha sthiti. Then Jagishavana Ojasa, the Jagishavana people gave their ojas little bit to these Kasayaha people. Lekin that was never sufficient. They were looking like what? Kamalani iva shushka srotasu, like a drying up srotas, the rivers, how the lotuses are seen. The river or ponds में पानी सूखता है तो कैसे lotuses become smaller in their size, blossoming also is not complete. In that way, these Kasa Kshetra Vasins seen losing their Nayakas. Isn't it? In general, also in the world, wherever the Nayakas are there, a ruling country leading the firms, first thing they have to do is immediately start training the next generation of the Nayakas leaders so that even though they go away, the work should continue with the same efficiency, perfection, and speed. A general thought, isn't it? That's how in all the Raja kingdoms, the Yuvarajas are trained right from the childhood, so that by the time they grow and the fathers become older, they are perfect. So too the Mantri Putras, Sainya Dhyaksha's their Putra, Sainya their Santana, isn't it? So too in all other professions too, whether you make it's a pot makers or the goldsmiths or the ironsmiths or the ones who make the cloth, even farmers, सब लोग ना तैयार हो जाते थे अगले जनरेशन वेल ट्रेन्ड. Even sadhu santo mein bhi that Mandaladishwar, Peethadishwar will appoint the next successor and he is trained well, isn't it? दो तीन को ट्रेन करते हैं, whoever now more fit, he will be given, or they are given the work divided. In that way, the leader should always be there in general thought. तो यहाँ तो तुरंत लीडर तो नहीं बनेगा, युद्ध क्षेत्र है ना, डाइट. सो चहुर्भग्न ईश्वराः कांतिम ताम जगीशवन ओजसा कासयः कमलानि इव शुष्क स्रोतसु इव ओजसा. That is what. Next, तुषाकामेखलैः कीर्णाः शरशक्त्यसिमुद्गरैः विद्रुता नरकैः क्षिप्ताः कटकच्छलना अपि. So Tushaka Mekhala is the place. These people, Kirnaha, they have shot thrown the weapons of Shara, Shakti, Asi, Mudgara. More number of Sainya with more weapons, more ability to fight the war. When they use all these weapons, the Narakadesha people as well as the Katakachaka people were running, but that running could not stop them. These weapons have attacked, and many of them were made to fall on the ground. So the Katakachaka and Naraka people were defeated by the Tushaka Mekhala people with their Shara, Shakti, Asi, Mudgara, ityadi Bhayankara Ayudhas. The other day we already discussed that every country to defend itself the sufficient artillery, weaponry it has to have. The Praja should cooperate with the government in this regard. As we beautifully said yesterday, if you remember, that our Ayudha Sampada is not to fight every day. The mere fact that we have the Ayudha Sampada makes the enemies to think twice before attacking. Understood? That itself makes the Yuddha postponed. Then the country is safe. No Yuddha is there. अरे बाबा इनके पास इतने महान आयुध है. See, India is last 10, 12 years procuring so much of armaments, all of them. है ना, थल सेना में भी, जल सेना में भी, वायु सेना में भी. Seeing this, the Pakistan and all चुप शांत हो गए हो. Once in a while, they talk against India because the Desha Pakistan itself is born hating India. They survive hating India, and the government's only way to get the votes there is hating India and Hindus. That's how they survive. To get the vote banks. कुछ ना कुछ rake up करेंगे ही against India and Sanatan Dharma. That's how the Beokuf Praja vote them. And these having come to power, eat away all the money, even the IMF loans, etc. Think very funny. Anyway, have the ayudhas, what we are saying is sufficient. So this is how the Tushaka Mekhala people, well equipped, could defeat both Naraka and Kataka Chalana. How come both countries defeated? That much weaponry they have. Think. Next, कौन्तक्षेत्राः प्रस्थवासैः स्थित्वा योधिभिरावृताः गुणिव कलाक्रान्ता गता व्यक्तमशक्तताम्. So the Kaunta Kshetra people were attacked by Prastha Desha people, and they were so defeated as if, see the good example given by Vaashishtha ji, that the uh, uh, they were defeated in such a way that when we have the sadgunas, still we can't bring them into manifestation because we are in a setup where all around the durgunas only are there, or the dushta people only are there. Like you have a very good knowledge of Vedanta, maybe some stotras you know. When you are in a friend circle who are utterly worldly type, you cannot bring out this great talent of Shastra Jnana, etc. Doesn't suit to them. They don't like it. When you are with them, their topics of world and worldliness only you talk. So what happened to your Sadguna? They are suppressed by the people around. That's why every person need not be Durguni, or not that they don't have Sadguna, but the circumstances around them suppress their good qualities. Therefore, send the people only to those places where their gunas, sadgunas get flourished, isn't it? Not suppressed. Very funny thing it is. Now, one example, whether you like or not, sending good children with good samskaras given to them to such school and colleges where the Sanatana Dharma is suppressed and not allowed to be practiced. What is the use of it? One of the thing I really suffer or become miserable in my mind is all these families of Brahmanas with such a good qualities children, send them to some convents and all. They forget even little bit whatever Sanatan Dharma they have. Practically we see that बस उनको भी बाकी बच्चों की तरह बड़ा पढ़ाई लिखाई करके लाखों करोड़ों कमाना है एंड डाई वन डे. No doubt you really get good marks, ranks, and higher engineering, medical, and you may enter into a big company. Yes, your children will earn so much of money, but they can't earn the Brahmanatva again and again, that Shuddha Sattva Guna again and again, that ability to oneself practice divinity and guide others. And in any of the nation, particularly ours, when the Brahmanas lose their Brahmanatva, the country goes to dogs, destroyed. Because only those Brahmanas study Shastras, continuously remind us of the Adhyatmikata, the self control, the self discipline, the Tattvajnana, the Bhagavad Bhakti. अब ये चीजें कहने वाले नहीं हैं, so then the whole country is gone. I'm just giving an example of here what Vaashishtha says. The Sadgunas are suppressed because of the company of the Dushta people around. अब देखो, how do you understand what is said? It is in your hands. We तो said the truth in a positive intention. Now, दिवयो बाहुधानानां क्षणेनादाय मस्तकम्. Sorry, Kaunta in this way, Prastavasai, Stitva, Yodhibi, Avrutaha, Guni Iva Kalakranta Gata, Vyaktam Ashak. So the Kaunta people lost their all Shakti, attacked by the Prastavasa, like the Sadgunas, Sadgunis are suppressed by the Durgunas, Durgunis. Right? द्विपयो बाहुधानानां क्षणेनादाय मस्तकं भल्लैः पलाय्याशु गतः विलूनकमला इवा. बापरे, these Dipadeshastis, they had lot of weapons like Bhalla Adi Ayudha. With that, what they did, in front of them were the enemies to fight with the Bahudhana Deshastas. Kshanena Adaya Mastakam, Viluna Kamala Iva. Just like you pluck the lotus from the lotus plant in a pond with their Bhalla Ayudas, they were cutting the heads of these Bahudhana and ran away in a short period of time. So Dipayaha Bahudhananam Mastakam Kshanena Adaya Bhalaihi Palaya Ashugataha Viluna Kamala Iva. लाइक द कमल के फूलों को तोड़ने की तरह इन बाहुधानों का सर काटकर ये द्वीपा पीपल हैव जस्ट गॉन विद द भल्ला युद्ध. सो दे वर सो एक्सपर्ट्स in their yuddha kausalata and all, without doing much of the delay or anything, finished them and moved away. Like in Valmiki Ramayana, Sundarakand, Hanumanji also. Some of the Rakshasas, he didn't spare them. मचल के डाल दिया. मशकीकृत राक्षस. Next, मितः सारस्वता नीत्वा आदिनान्तकृता जयः पंडिता इव वादेषु नोद्विज्ञानपराजिताः. See, Saraswataha, the Saraswata Desha people itself shows they are all Saraswati Putra. Mitaha, mutually with other enemies, Nitva Adina Antakruta Ajayaha. Whole day they fought, but they were not defeated, nor they even became victorious also. हार भी गए नहीं, जीते भी नहीं. दिन भर युद्ध किए. Only one Saraswata people were there like that. And they are compared with what? Pandita iva vadeshu. Like the Panditas, throughout the day do the Vada Vivada, neither of the Paksha get defeated or victorious. Finally, na udvigna na parajita. Na excited udvijit hote hain, na parajit hote hain. In the Shastra Artha, it is not to defeat anyone, it is only to come to the understanding of what is ultimate correct or truth, or what is the higher truth. So that's why the Pandita Vada Udaharana example is given for the Yuddha done by the Saraswata Deshastas, that neither they got excited nor they got depleted, neither they got victory nor they have defeated others nor got defeated. Throughout the day they went on fighting. In this way, that was about the Saraswata Desha. Then the one Kharvagaha, Khaditaha, Shudraha, Yatu Dhanaihi, Paravrutaha, Tejaha Paramamajagnuhu, Shantagneya Ivendhanaihi. So Kharvaga Deshastas, who are not a very great good people, they were really Khaditaha, left and right defeated, yet Yadudhanaihi Paravrataha, the Lankavasi Yatudhana Rakshasas came and they started helping them. Then Tejaha Paramamajagmuhu, they again became powerful with full Tejas. Shanta Agneya Iva Indhanaihi, like the Agni is becoming Shanta when Indhana is added to them. How again they become so powerful, isn't it? Like in front of our eyes, the yuddhas that are happening from last 4 years, 5 years. mm, the news I am sharing may not be 100% true, may not be fully authentic, but example sake, when the Russia Ukraine were fighting, how much the NATO was ready to support Ukraine. For some time they supported, therefore they were also equally fighting. After that, for whatever reason, diplomacy has happened. The NATO slowly started reducing its help. अब क्या हालत हो गया यूक्रेन का, isn't it? And here also you see the Iranians have their own weaponry, no doubt, but cannot stand in front of US and Israel together. But then they are hitting help from again the Russias and the Chinas. So much of the weaponry that they are again active and taking the targets of US. You can see that. Hmm. That's how in the world too. This is a continuous process. When the good wins over the bad, some other bad will come and join the hands with the bad. They become powerful again to defeat the good. And the good defeated again with lot of difficulty will get support arms of good. They again become powerful, try to compete and eliminate the bad. चलता ही रहता है. Not only in the outer world, within us also. Good qualities we have. Some saints or sages or Mahatmas or like-minded sadhakas, when they come in our life, encourage us. The good in us for those few weeks or months or years, it just flourishes. Other time, the bad in us, with the bad company of people around, that prevails. So we can see it. In one day itself, 10 times this type of changes from good to bad, bad to good happens. That because we're not the masters of our mind, masters of our moods, masters of our natures, masters of temperaments. We're not masters of the circumstances. We have not thoroughly understood any Shastra, nor we did this terrible avasyas of totally quietening, controlling our faculties. As we saw in our morning, common sense thought. Keep empty, keep fit, keep doing sadhanas of mastering faculties, etc. So therefore दिन में 10 बार होते रहे. क्यों दिन में 10 बार? Even in 1 hour of yoga vasishta class, 1 minute we listen very attentively, 2 minutes we are distracted, again 3 minutes we listen, then again half minute our drishti goes on to the cell phone, again 2 minutes we listen. See the chanchalata of mana. That is how it is. So anyway, these Kharvaga people, though they were defeated, but helped by the Yatudhana, again they got this Tejas power back, like The fire, when getting quenched, fuel is added as it again blazes. Okay. Now, in this way, having explained the Yuddha in 58 shloka, in the last one, Vaashishtha says, कियदाख्यायत एतत् जिह्वा निचयैः कीलालमाकुलितः वासुकिरपि वर्णयितुं न समर्थो रणवरं राम. हे राम, कियत् आख्यायते एतत् yuddham, about this yuddha and the ferocious things that are happening. How long and how much and how can and any number of people can do the varnana? है ना? एतत् जिह्वा निचयैः कीलालम आकुलितः. That jihva, which will be tired and exhausted only in doing the varnana of what is happening in this Bhayankara Yuddha. Vasuki Rapi, Vasuki, Sarpa, thousand hooded. Even that Vasuki Sarpa also, Varnayatum Nasamartaha, Ranavaram. He himself is incapable of doing the Varnana of this Yuddha with his thousand heads. He Rama, Sahasabadana Tumaro Jasagavai. Asa kahi Sripadi Kantalagavai. Sahasavadana Adishesha also will do your Yashagana, saying that Rama hugged Hanuman in that Hanuman Chalis and looked at Lakshmana. Lakshmana looked and smiled, said, ठीक है. Because the Sahasravadana Adishesha is none but Lakshmana only. So telling indirectly Lakshmana that I am encouraging Hanuman and hugging him for all his great works. At that time, when I say him that even Sahasravadana will do the Yashagana, that means you do Yashagana of Hanumanji also, don't feel jealous. And what is the jealousy feeling to you, Lakshmana? You and I are one only. You are my Bahir Pranaha. Hanumanji understands. Lakshmana understands. Yeah, ठीक है. I will also praise Hanumanji. Jealousy होता है कि नहीं? राम जी hugging हनुमान जी. Ramji says, Yaar, what to hug to you? You are never away from me. You and I are one. By the way. So in this way, Vasishtha ji says to Rama here that how much Varnana I can do or anybody, even the Vasuki also cannot do the Varnana of this Bhayankara Yuddha, which is going on, going on. Iti Harshe Sri Vasishtha Maharamayane Valmiki Leelopakhyanam Utpatthi Prakaranam Janapada Jaya Jaya Varnanam Nama Saptatrimshaha Sargaha. Thus concludes the 37th Sarga. Let us enter the 38th Sarga. For some time the Akal prevails and those people stop doing the Yuddha. At that time, in the Yuddha Kshetra, as a result of already conducted Yuddha, the terrible scene is described in this Sarga. Continuation of it. Let us make a chanting. This minute, few shlokas we'll see. Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Vasishthadirshibhyo Namaha. Sri Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayam. Tritiya Utpatthi Prakaranam Leelopakhyanam AAHAVA VARNANAM Nama Ashtatrimshaha Sargaha. ॐ श्रीवसिष्ठ उवाच एवमत्याकुले युद्धे सा स्फोटभयसङ्कुले आदित्ये तमसा वृद्धे झटत्कठिनकङ्कटे वहत्यम्बूत्पतन्तीषु पतन्तीष्वश्मवृष्टिषु नदीषु क्षेपणाच्छासु वरकेष्वब्जपङ्क्तिषु मितः फलाग्रकाटोत्थ वह्निसीकरणीषु च आयान्तीषु प्रयान्तीषु दूरं वरनदीषु च वहल्लूलशिरः पद्म चक्रावर्तैस्तरङ्गितैः कार्णवे पूरिते हेति वृन्दमन्दाङ्किनीगणैः समीरणरणत्क्वाण शस्त्रपूर्णघनैर्घनैः सन्देहान्तेषु सिद्धेषु कपिकच्छव्यथाप्रदैः अष्टभागदशाशेष प्रतापमधुराकृते शस्त्रघातौ जसा वीर इवाहस्तनुतां ययौ श्रान्ताश्वेभाः प्रभग्नाश्च हेतिसङ्घातदीप्तयः दिवसेन समं सेना ययुर्मन्दप्रतापदाम् अथ सेनादिनाथाभ्यां विचार्य सह मन्त्रिभिः दूताः परस्परं वृत्तः युद्धं सह्रियतामिति तत्र श्रमवशान्मन्द यन्त्रशस्त्रपराक्रमैः रणसंहरणं काले सर्वैरेवोररीकृतं ततो महारथोत्तुङ्ग केतुप्रान्तकृतास्पदं बलयोरारुरोहैक एको योधो ध्रुवो यथा सोऽंशुकं भ्रामयामास सर्वदिङ्मण्डले स्थितं श्यामेव दीर्घशुद्धांशुं युद्धं संह्रियतामिति ततो दुन्दुभयो नेदुः प्रतिध्वनितदिङ्मुखाः महाप्रलयसंशान्तौ पुष्करावर्तका इव शरदाहेति सरितो शरादिहेति सरितो विस्तीर्णे गगने स्थिते प्रवृत्ताः सुखमागन्तुं सरसः सरितो यथा योधदोर्द्रुमसंसार स्तनुता माययौ शनैः भूकम्पान्ते वनस्पन्द इवाभ्रान्ता इवार्णवः विनिर्गन्तुं प्रववृते रणादथ बलद्वयं वारिपूरश्चतुर्दिक्षु प्रलयैकार्णवादिमा उत्क्षिप्तमन्दरक्षीर समुद्रवदनाकुलं सैन्यं प्रशम्य सैन्यं प्रशाम्यदावर्तं शनैः साम्यमुपाययौ क्रमेणासीन्मुहूर्तेन विकटोदरभीषणम् अगस्त्यपीतार्णवत् शून्यमेव रणाङ्गमं शवसन्ततिसम्पूर्णं वहद्रक्तनदाकुलं परिकूजनझङ्कार पूर्णझिल्लीवनोपमं वहद्रक्तसरिस्रोत स्तरङ्गारवघर्घरम् साक्रन्दार्धमृताहूत सप्राणव्यग्रमानवं मृतार्धं मृतदेहौघ श्रुतासृक्लुतनिर्झरं सजीवनरपृष्ठस्थ शवस्पन्दनभ्रान्तिदं करीन्द्रशवराश्यग्र विश्रान्ताम्बुद खण्डकं विशीर्णरथसङ्घातं वातच्छिन्नमहावनं वहद्रक्तनदीरंहः प्रोह्यमानहयद्विवं शरशक्तृष्टिमुसल गदाप्रासासि सङ्कुलं पर्याणावससन्नाः कवचावृतभूतलं केतुचामरपट्टौघ गुप्तं शवशरीरकं वणास्फुटकतूणीर कुञ्जकूजत्समीरणं शवराशिपलालौघ तल्पसुप्तपिशाचकं मौलिहाराङ्गदद्योत शक्रचापवनावृतं श्वशृगालकराकृष्ट सान्द्रान्त्रादीर्घरज्जुगं रक्तक्षेत्रक्वणत्किञ्चित् शेषजीवसृदन्तुरं रक्तकर्दमनिर्मग्न सजीवनमदर्दुरं वराङ्ग कवचप्रख्य निर्गताक्षिशतोच्छयं वहद्भुजोरुकाष्टौघ घोररक्तसरिच्छतं साक्रन्दबन्धुवलितं मृतार्धं मृतमानवं शरायुधरथाश्वेव पर्याणासंवरान्तरम् नृत्यत्कबन्धदोर्दण्ड मण्डलानमिताम्बरं मदमेदोवसागन्ध पीठार्द्रघ्राणकोटरम् उत्ताल्वर्धं मृते भाश्व वार्यमाणाल्पजीवितं वहद्रक्तनदीवीचि प्रहारहत दुन्दुभिः उह्यमानमृते भाश्व मकरासृक्सरिच्छदं म्रियमाणनराणीक पूत्कृतासृक्प्रणालिकं स्वल्पजीवशरापूर्ण मुखदृक्कान्तितन्वनं कान्तितस्वनं पिण्डभार्यावसागन्ध वातान्तोत्पटलोहितम् उन्नासार्धमृतेभेन्द्र कराक्रान्तकबन्धकं निरधिष्ठित हस्त्यश्व पातितोच्छकबन्धकं रुदत्क्रन्दत् परिभ्रष्ट शवक्षुब्धासृगुद्धति मृतभर्तृगले शस्त्र त्यक्तप्राणकुलाङ्गणं सेनोत्क्रान्तततक्षिप्र बहुपान्थपरीक्षणं शवहारकराकृष्ट सप्राणानुचराकुलं केशशैवालवक्राब्ज चक्रावर्तनदीशतं तरतुङ्गतरङ्गाढ्य वहद्रक्तमहानदम् अङ्गलग्नायुधोद्धार व्यग्रार्धं मृतमानवं विदेशं मृतसाक्रन्द हुताङ्गगजवाजिनं प्राणान्तस्मृतपुत्रेष्ट मातृदेव पराभिदं हा हा ही हीति कथितं मर्मच्छेदनवेदनं म्रियमाणमथौज्जिष्ट दृष्टप्रारब्धसञ्चयं दन्तियुद्धासमर्थाग्र मृतदेहेष्टदैवतं म्रियमाणमहावज्ञा शूराश्रितपलायनम् आशङ्कितासृगावर्त भीमास्पदगमोत्सुकम् मर्मच्छेदशराघात यथाविदितदुष्कृतिः कबन्धबन्धप्रारब्ध वेतालवदनाक्रमम् उह्यमानध्वजच्छत्र चारुचामरपङ्कजम् किरत् सन्ध्यारुणं दिक्षु तेजस्कं रक्तपङ्कजं रथचक्रधरावर्तं रक्तार्णवमिवाष्टमं पताकाफेन पुञ्जाढ्यं चारुचामरबुद्बुदं विपर्यस्तरतं भूमि पङ्कमग्नपुरोपमम् उत्पातवातनिर्धूत ध्रुवं वनमिवाततम् कल्पदग्धजगत्प्रख्यं मुनिपीतार्णवोपमम् अतिवृष्टिहतं देशम् इव प्रोज्झितमानवं कलापकुन्तबलितं भुशुण्डीमण्डलाकुलं मत्तनागसिताकार शवतोमरमुद्गरम् शिलाशिखरसञ्जात तालजालमिवाततं तरद्रक्तनदीतीर जातकुन्तोन्नतद्रुमं नागांसस्यूतहेत्योघ वृक्षांशुकुसुमाकुलं कङ्ककृष्टान्त्ररसना वृन्दजालकिताम्बरम् अश्रुक् सरित्तीरजातं कुन्तोन्नतवनद्रुमम् अश्रुक् सरोवरोर्ध्वस्थ पताकानलिनीगुणं रक्तकर्दमनिर्मग्न नराहूतसुहृज्जनं करीन्द्रकुणपापात निर्यद्भग्नजनेक्षितं हेतिलूनलतैर्वृक्षैः सन्दिग्धार्थकबन्धकम् अशृङ्नदीवहद्धस्ति कटकर्पटनौगणं रक्तस्रोतस्फुरच्छुक्ल वस्त्रडिण्डीरपिण्डकं संसारनियतक्षिप्र भृत्यविच्छिन्नमानवम् इतश्चेतश्च निपतत् कबन्ध रवदानवम् ऊर्ध्वस्थूलाक्षचक्रौघ छिन्नसैन्यद्रवज्जनं रक्तनिस्वनभाङ्कार फेत्कारार्धं मृतारवं शिलामुखललद्रक्त धाराधूतरजखगं सुतालोत्तालवेताल तालताण्डवसङ्कटं पर्यस्तरतदार्वन्तर् अर्धान्तरितसद्भटम् अन्तस्तसज्जीवभट स्पन्दिस्पन्दनभीतिदं रक्तकर्दमपूर्णास्य किञ्चिज्जीवकृपाच्छवम् किञ्चिज्जीवसरोद्ग्रीव दुःखदृष्टश्ववायसम् एकामिषोत्क्रव्याद युद्धः कोलाहलाकुलम् एकामिषार्थयुद्धेहा मृतक्रव्यादसङ्कुलम् विवृत्ता विवृत्ता संख्याश्व दिरद पुरुषाधीश्वरैरथ प्रकृतोष्ट्रग्रीववसृत रुधिरोद्गार सुसरित रणोद्यानं मृत्योस्तदभवद् अश् ह। विवृत्ता संख्याश्वद विरद पुरुषादीश्वरैरत प्रकृतोष्ट्रग्रीव प्रसृत रुधिरोद्गार सुसरित रणोद्यानं मृत्योः तद अभवद् अशुष्कायुधलतं सशैलं कल्पान्ते जगदिव विपर्यस्तमखिलम् इति आर्षे श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकीये उत्पत्तिप्रकरणे आहवर्णनं नाम अष्टत्रिंशः सर्गः. I am doing these chantings for my keeping in touch with Samskrita Bhasha and also have the joy of chanting these mantras given written by Sage Valmiki himself, uttered by Sage Vaashishtha ji himself. So these all are the ways by which we are in tune with those divine rishis, gurus who are eternal. We are always there. Through this tuning and expressing our devotion and surrender to them, we can allow their higher grace to come to us, with which our intellects will open up, which are beating around the bush of Shastras without entering into to catch the essence, the knowledge. गुरुओं की कृपा से ही शास्त्र का अंतरार्थ मर्म समझ में आकर उसके द्वारा जीवन का लक्ष्य मार्ग मर्म समझ में आता है. Once the picture is clear, there is nothing but dance and ecstasy. You understand the picture that the Brahman is real and I am that, and in that Brahman nothing happens, and in that projected world of Maya only all the nautanki is going on, only for entertainment. Beyond that, nothing to be given value, importance. You know, in this revelation of this knowledge, intellectual as well as apprehending the truth on the seat of meditation. This joy is inexplicable. It's different, I tell you. And that will happen only when the rishis, gurus, they bless us. The Paramatma, when he blesses, when the Shruti Mata blesses us. And to invoke the blessings, all the paddhatis that are given, we follow. We listen to Shastras, we chant the Shastras, we study the Shastras, we contemplate on them, we try to do the sadhanas that we have understood so far. ये सारे जो है to show our willingness, readiness to grow spiritually and to show our deservedness to get their blessings. So you people also, some Shastras, daily Parayanam, daily Shravanam, daily Adhyanam, daily Sadhana. मैं तो इसका पारायण भी कर रहा हूँ, श्रवण भी कर रहा हूँ, अध्ययन भी, अब साधना भी. Okay. Now Ahava Varnanam, description of the Yuddha as it was going on, and toward the end, then after the Yuddha gets stopped, the description of the Yuddha Kshetra. Isn't it? जब बड़ा सा पार्टी होता है शादी वगैरह, after the marriage is over, if that marriage also has got some crackers show or some धूम धड़ाका वाला चिल्ड्रन यूथ डांसिंग सारा होने के बाद यू कैन सी कितना वो सत्यानाश होता है जगह पूरा, especially the dining place. During any exhibition, when it gets over, how it looks like. What to say? The Yuddha itself, when it ends, what is the terrible scene that is there? उसका वर्णन. Start. श्री वशिष्ठ जी कहते हैं, एवं अति आकुले युद्धे, एवं in this way, अति आकुल युद्ध, अत्यंत भयंकर युद्ध, creating tension, worry, anxiety, excitement, even to the distant onlookers. What to talk about the hearts of the people who are very much taking part in it. When we watch the World Cup cricket match, India playing last few overs, 50-50 hai, kaun jeeta hai. How much excitement all of us have. Tension, worry. Oh, baapre, I to look at the people. They're nail biting, tension, BP. They go to bathroom 10 times, they drink water, they say, "Yaar, I cannot see." Our wicket falls down, immediately he puts off the TV and goes in front of the Lord. Hey Bhagwan, India ko jita. भगवान कहते गधे, you ask for the mukti, I will give you. नहीं मुक्ति नहीं चाहिए, वांट. I want the cup, India को. How much these useless 30-40 crores of Indians at that time? Then what is the position of the children, youngsters, बेचारे, they are playing there. उनका तो इज्जत का सवाल या देश का क्या कहते हैं ना, द रेस्पेक्ट का सवाल है. ओ बाप रे. And young children, they're not Mahavedanta or Jnani that they understood mind and Maya and Vedanta and all. नहीं ना, बच्चे लोग हैं बस. They have some sports and some discipline, some common sense. That's it. What more they know? And see their hearts. Whatever you say, they cannot be relaxed. Here also, the onlookers themselves are so much frightened. What to talk about the fighting. And in that, the ones who are got wounded, half dead, कितना उनको भय दुख होता होगा, बाप रे. That is what अति आकुल युद्ध means. एवमत्याकुले युद्धे स आस्फोट भय संकुले. It was adding to the fear by the aspotana, the sounds born out of various things. Spotana. Khatga Khatga, Gada Gada, Hati Hati, anywhere they are banging each other, even the Sainya making huge sounds. The sounds of victory, sounds of defeat, sounds of pain, sounds of joy, sab milkar. Sounds of threatening, challenging. When this was going on, Aditye Tamasa Vruddhe, as the sun is slowly getting setting and the evening started happening, Chatat Kathina Kankate, then the big boulders falling down because of the arrows and weapons used, even पहाड़ भी टूटकर नीचे गिर रहे थे. वहां थे अम्बूत पतंतीशु, and big waters also flowing from those mountain tops because they are broken. Patantishu ashmavrushtisu. And when the rain of the arrows were continuously falling between both the armies, so many groups of people. सैकड़ों अभी यहाँ तो from all the 10 directions, how many yodhas have come, they are mentioned. The देश का नाम ही लिया है. Of each place, what is the number of sainya that has not been said. So when they were shooting the arrows, it was like rain. Patantishu ashmavrushtishu. Ashma means stones. So पत्थरों का भी वहाँ बारिश हो रहा है because they are broken and coming down along with the waters. नदीषु क्षेपणाच्छासु वरकेषु अब्जपंक्तिषु. So in this way, in Varakeshu Abjapangshishu, when the rivers were flowing, the actual lotus is also flowing in them coming down. Oh. Then Mitaha Falagra Katutha Vahni Sikarnishu. When the arrows or any of the two weapons are crashing each other, rubbing each other, the fire that is blazing. Then Ayantishu Prayantishu Duram Varanadishu Cha. In the same way, the rivers of the arrows, they are coming from that side to this side to that. नदियों के प्रवाह की तरह the बाण वर्षा from both sides. Okay. वहत लून शिरफ पद्म चक्रावर्तै ही तरंगितै, है ना. Those bana rivers are taking the heads as the lotuses from here to there in that ranangana rana nadi. Vahat Luna. Luna means Katkar. Shira means head. Padma, like the Padma lotus. Chakravartaihi Tarangitaihi. So in the Yuddha, the chakras are like the Taranga, the Vanas are like a Nadi flowing, and the heads are floating like the lotuses. Okay. Then Ayantishu Praya Vahad Luna Shira Padma Chakravartai Sangite Karnave Purite. In that way, the Akasha Samudra was filled with the waters of the arrows, the avartas of the chakras, then the lotuses of the heads of the yodhas. Karnave Purite Heti Vrunda Mandakini Ganaihi. So many Heti, Kadgas and there, etc., were appearing like the Ganga Nadis in the Akasha. And Mandakini Ganai means many rivers are there. Matlab here one group fighting another group. So their ayudhas in the sky, each one appearing like one of the Ganga river. So many rivers in the ocean of Akasha. Akasha is Samudra, and all small Yuddha, total Yuddha is Samudra. Macro level, if you see, wholesale mein, retail mein, in each of the place when they are fighting Yuddha, 2, 2, 3 groups, each one appearing like a Nadi. So total Yuddha is Samudra, the in between Yuddhas are like the Nadi. In that way, Samirana, Ranatkwana, Shastrapurna, Ghanair, Ghanaihi. So then कि सम्यक ईरण रणत्क्वाण शस्त्रपूर्ण घनैर गणैः. So their people fighting, tired, hit by the arrows, pain, therefore there is exhalations, giving that heat, heating the whole sky there as if. Then kapi kacha vyatha pradaihi. So many of the weapons filling the akasha, looking like meghamala. That time sandehanteshu siddheshu. The Siddha Purushas, they are guessing with their yoga shaktis, Sandeha Anteshu. Means this Yuddha won't stop. It will lead to the end of all the Praja. This Yuddha looks like the Mahapralaya Yuddha only. Like, when the escalations happen of the Yuddha, हम सबको भी डर लगता है. Like today you saw Pakistan bombing Afghanistan, that hospital, and more than 400, 500 innocent people died. India also expressed the grief and strongly we condemn that. Now, though, they won't wait. Taliban, they already started. Terrible Yuddha. And there the whole Taiwan is covered by China. Last 4 days, they have put all their weapons and Yuddha Vimana. पता नहीं उनको चिप्स चाहिए ताइवान के सारे. When you see all this, डर लगता है कि ये महाप्रलय होगा, थर्ड वर्ल्ड वार की तरह. नहीं होना, नहीं होना, नहीं होना, नहीं होना. So the Siddha Purushas are thinking, is the end of this whole world, Pralaya is coming. So Sandeha Anteshu Siddheshu. Siddha Purushas are expressing their Sandeha that it's going to be Anta. Like that. ऐसे युद्ध जो शुरू हुआ सुबह चलता चलता अष्टभाग दशाशेष out of the Ashtajama, 7 are over. The last 3 hours are left. So the 24 by 8, 3 hours each into 7, 21 is equal to, if they have started their Yuddha, let us say morning 6 a.m. So next day 3 a.m. Okay, or maybe 9 o'clock they started, next morning 6. 8 में 7 हिस्सा टाइम हो गया. So Ashtabhaga Dashashesha, 1/8 of the time of the day left for the Yuddha. Means itna time they have fought. 7/8 of the time of the day, 21 of the 24 hours. Ashtabhaga Dashashesha Pratapa Madhurakruti, they express their Pratapa of the Yuddha. Then Shastraghata Ojasa Veera Iva Ahaha Tanutam Yayau. So धीरे धीरे the people will not have the energy throughout the day. Many were collapsed also. So the kshinata in that Yuddha Samarthya was very much seen, like the sun is setting. They were also slowly getting tired. So, so Ashtabhaga Dasha Ashesha Pratapama Dhurakruti Shastraghata Ojasa Veera Iva Ahaha tanutam yayau. Daytime also slowly becoming dull and entering into the night time, like the Veera also losing their energy to fight. Shranta Ashvaibhaha. By that time, all the horses, elephants also Shranta, tired, fatigued, exhausted totally. Prabhagnascha Heti Sanghata Deeptayaha. So all the Deeptis, the bright brilliance of the Heti Sanghata, the Khadgas, etc. also, Parabhagnaha, they got quieted. So they are not rising in the sky, fighting with each other, means the Yodhas are so much tired. Then Divasena Samam Sena, like the day Dhal Rahata, Sena also Yayur Manda Pratapatam. In their Pratapata, the Mandata came. So the number of Yuddhas, the number of people, the amount of ferociousness slowly started getting reduced. तो कितने घंटे लड़ेंगे भाई? कोई गेम स्पोर्ट्स में you cannot play the whole day. That's why 5 days, 6 days test match came. Now it is 20 over. That is very happy. 3 घंटे आके बैठ के चले जाओ. Nothing can continuously happen. So the elephant, the horses, the सैन्याधिप सब थक गए. दिन ढल रहा था. The युद्ध also becoming ठंडा. Let us pray that this yuddha also gets quieted and the destruction stops. Otherwise, the cost of living becomes more. There will be panic in the world. Panic in the world. But out of that panicness only the wisdom will come. Has to live in limits, live in controls in every aspect. Anyway, सब होता ही है भगवान करते ही है कुछ ना कुछ पाठ सिखाने के लिए. So we will pray what is good that should happen. Same time, may these people get quietened. Mhm. Okay. See, these people of Iran, they are so much burning inside that their leader is killed. Although half of them hate that person and want that democracy should prevail, but the other half, they won't leave till they do maximum damage to other two. But some अकल should come and they become quiet. पता नहीं ईश्वर लीला जो हो. तो यहाँ तो युद्ध शांत हो गया फर्स्ट डे. Same should happen there. That's what we are saying. Then अथ सेनाधिनाथाभ्याम विचार्य सह मंत्रिभिः दूताः परस्परं वृत्ता युद्धं संह्रियतामिति. अथ now the Mangalavachaka. Sena Adhinathabhyam. The Sena Nayakas Vicharya did the discussion with Mantrivihi. Means Raja, Mantris, Sena Adhyakshas. they had a meeting. Then, having the discussion done within their groups, Dutaha Parasparam Vruttaha. They have sent the Dutas, the messenger, the ambassadors. Idhar ka udhar ka idhar. What is the message? Yuddham samhriyatamiti. Let us stop the Yuddha. Tali bajo. Thank God. That Bhayankar Yuddha we were going on listening. अभी पता नहीं आगे फिर से नेक्स्ट डे स्टार्ट करेंगे. आई डोंट नो. आई एम स्टडीइंग along with you only. So that's how they sent to each other. Let us stop the Yuddha for right now. Mutual agreement से होता है, like the World War II also. They agreed. Almost Yuddha stopped. Announce भी हो गया. Then these people जाते जाते वो जापान में those two bombs they threw and went, which was after the Yuddha. Actually, it is illegal. That Hiroshima and Nagasaki युद्ध में नहीं हुआ. वो युद्ध खत्म होने के बाद दट जंग में हारने के गम या दुख को लेकर दे हैव थ्रोन इट. ऐसा कहानी हो या सत्य. सो तत्र श्रमवशात मंद यंत्र शस्त्र पराक्रमैः. Because Shrama, exhaustion, the Mandata, the dullness has come in the Yantra Shastra Parakrama. The Yantra Parakrama and Shastra Parakrama, there is Mandata. Yantra means patharon ko फेंकने वाला यंत्र was there. Shastra means all the weapons, their capacity, abilities become dull. Then Rana Samharanam Kale, Sarvaireva Urarikrutam. By all the people, Urarikrutam, to the heart, this decision they took कि रण संहरणम. लेट अस स्टॉप द युद्ध. सबके दिल में बात हो गया, चलो युद्ध रोक लेते. ततः देर आफ्टर महारथ उत्तुंग केतु प्रांत कृत आस्पद बलयोर आरोह एक एको योधो द्रोह. In both the in every of the group of the yodhas, in biggest of the big ratha, one individual was standing, holding the white jhanda in the hand, white flag. Then he was moving it from here to there like Chandrama koi घुमा रहा. And the other group also somebody. This is a sign. सफेद वाला कपड़ा शांति का सूचना है. That is shown here. सोम शुकम भ्रामयामास सर्वदिंग मंडले सितम श्याम इव दीर्घ शुद्धाम शुम युद्धम संहृयतामिति. See, we have decided to stop the war. Escalation no more, absolute stop. We have stopped using weapons. So they, by waving that flag, waving that white huge flag in the dark night, they were showing no yuddha. Others also agreed. They were also waving that flag. That's how all discussed, decided, informed, agreed to stop the war. So युद्धम संहृतामिति सितम अंशुकम रामयामासा सर्वदिंग मंडले. In all directions, the white flags were moving to declare stopping of the war. Tataha, then Dundubhayo Neduhu. The Dundubi Dhvani happened of stopping the war, not starting. Pratidhvanita Dingmukhaha, which were reflecting or resounded from the directions. Mahapralaya Samshanto Pushkaravartakaiva. Like when the Mahapralaya stops, how the Pushkaravarta megas making the final sound recede. In this way, this last Dunduvidhvani, the war stopped. Then the description of the entire Bhubhaga, terrible after the Yuddha, as I was saying little before, that is described in the entire Sarga by Vaashishtha. Some of them in that Sabha who are listening to Vaashishtha and Ramasubha, वो लोग बहुत युद्ध देखे होंगे. Dasharath ji has fought with Asuras so many times. He has helped even Devatas in the Yuddha. In his 60,000 years of age, 60,000 साल तक जिए हैं दशरथ जी, ऐसा कहते हैं. The great saints like Vaashishtha also, वो तो they are there from the beginning of creation. They are Brahma Manasa Putra. So any number of yuddhas anywhere happened, they are witness to all that. That description we will see tomorrow. Okay, Mitro? Yuddha Ahava Varnanam started few slokas ऐसा भयंकर वर्णन it is. कल ही करते. सर्वं श्रीरामार्पणमं पूर्णमदः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Let us chant Shanti Mantra today for the Shanti Swasti everywhere. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishah Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Pruthivi Sasyashalini Desho Yam Kshobarahidah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayah Om Sarvesham Swastirabhavatu Sarvesham Shantirabhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Sarvastaratu Durgani Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu Sarvasamsiddhimapnotu Sarvasarvatra Nandatu Sarvetra Sukhinassantu Sarve Santu Niramayah Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarabhyabhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Prayer 1. Let nobody be lazy. Prayer 2. Let nobody be bhogi. Prayer 3. Third. Let everybody do their swadharma. Prayer 4. Let everybody help serve mutually. Prayer 5. Let everyone do the upasana of the Devata just for the sake of joy of upasana without expecting anything from him, expressing that gratitude devotion. Prayer 6. Let everyone tend towards realizing the substratum. परम तत्व के ज्ञान के मार्ग में सब आगे बढ़े. I to do these 6 prayers. Nobody should be lazy. Nobody should be bhogi. Lazy bhogi is equal to we destroy the country also or the world. So in that only that is already included. Therefore, especially I am not adding. No laziness, no bhoga, and doing dharma, doing the seva, doing the upasana, and doing the tattva chintana. Let these 6 things happen in the whole world. To begin with me, O Lord, correct if any corrections to be done in this sankalpa and prarthana. If you like it, you also do. Thank you. Please join for Lagu Vakya Vritti. Dhanyavad.